So Paradise are releasing their game tomorrow, and today they've decided to drop a demo. Now let me just go through all of the key bits of information before we tear this thing apart. So since last year they've been saying that loads of people have been playtesting the game and that the game is ready to come out at any moment. They initially announced an early access in November, then December, then there was constant delays, and then earlier on this year they announced that the game would be releasing on the 2nd of April. Then they started showing footage of their gameplay during live streams and everyone said it looked awful, so they then changed their story a little bit and said actually it's just a demo we're releasing. On their website they changed it from game to demo. On Steam and on Epic Games they then rebranded everything to being a demo. Now during the past couple of weeks on their live streams on X, formerly known as Twitter, they've been talking about the 2nd of April being the access to their demo. They're releasing their demo on the 2nd of April. Well, they actually announced a few hours ago that they've just dropped their demo on a website called Gem, whatever it's called, never heard of it before, and that everyone can play it. Now, as soon as everyone started downloading it and playing it, obviously people realized that it wasn't what Paradise had claimed it was going to be, and we'll get into that very shortly. This of course has led absolutely tons of people to start asking questions, and the Paradise Discord went mental. Then Paradise released a statement that the actual version that's coming out tomorrow now won't be the demo. The demo was actually what they released today, and tomorrow they're going to be releasing a more complete version of the game with missions and stuff to do, which personally at this point I don't believe. But let's actually take a look at this demo. Now the guy that allowed me to use all this footage is in the pinned comment, so go and show him some love for helping the channel out. But we have multiple issues to begin with. Firstly, we've got this apartment, and wow, this apartment does look nice, doesn't it? Well, that's because they downloaded it from here. Now you may notice that there's a lot of camera issues here, the camera moving and wallowing around, the character isn't to scale with the model, the animation is the stock Unreal Engine animation, the issues keep going and going and going. These doors don't open, outside is just a blank set piece because even though they've been touting this as an open world game, it won't be, and it actually can't be. It's almost impossible for this game to be an open world game, and we'll talk about that shortly. Then of course we're going to the hotel lobby, which is also an asset pack. Now in here we can interact with the AI NPCs, and something that I noticed by watching a few people's streams, and all of these streams have actually made me chronically depressed because of course everybody's upset that this is just maps and characters. But when you actually shoot these NPCs while they're talking, well, they carry on talking. Basically the point in talking to these NPCs has no purpose. You don't get anything out of it. You might as well just open ChatGPT. It's the same thing. All this AI NPC stuff is basically send a command to an AI, for example something like ChatGPT, and then it sends it to an AI voice software like 11 Labs, or it does everything built into 11 Labs. There is absolutely no need for any of this. It doesn't improve the game, doesn't make the game better. It is a pointless feature, and introducing this isn't revolutionary. This is a plugin that you can just connect to Unreal Engine to make work. But the reason why people don't use it is because it serves no purpose. It's a gimmick. But then moving on, we'll go into the garage. Now this is exciting because there's some cars. The exact same template cars that were in all of the promo footage that they did of their gameplay. Now this is really interesting because, okay, now I'm not... I was going to make some really sarcastic, snide remarks then, but I don't need to. You can't do anything with the cars. You can literally drive them around the garage. You can't leave the garage. This thing at the end of the garage doesn't do anything, and then for some reason the car just miraculously disappears sometimes. It's bollocks. Now we can talk about this nightclub, which is an asset pack which they've copied a lot of the actual assets from GTA Vice City, and the nightclub's actually based on the Malibu Club from Vice City. Well, yes, this is an asset pack, and by the way, you can't go from one location to one location. You just select them from a menu. Like I said, it's not open world, but we will get to that. Now, obviously in this nightclub, nothing's happening. There's no population density, absolutely nothing happening. Once again, you can just talk to the AI NPCs. There's nothing you can interact with. There's nothing you can really do. Now, I've seen some people playing around on this map where you can shoot guns at nothing. There's nothing to shoot guns at. But hey, you can walk around and woo! Yeah. Party time. Now, the version that they're now saying they're going to release tomorrow will apparently have some missions in it. The problem with this is good games have a good story, or good games have a good online mode. The missions that they're going to be releasing are the same ones that we saw in their demo footage, where basically it's a preset in Unreal Engine where you can set like a target location or a target destination, and your job will be to sneak past NPCs and shoot them and then get to the objective, and then you collect money or you collect something. If you actually go to any website where you can learn how to use stuff like Unreal Engine, this is some of the first stuff that they teach you how to do for creating nodes and objectives. This is stuff that genuinely I think all of you watching could do. This is not hard, it's not complicated, it's not impressive, it's just easy. Now let's talk about the open world. So the reason why this can't be an open world is all of these different asset packs are just locations. This company don't even really modify any of these asset packs. They might change one or two textures to be covered in their logo, for example. This company do not have the skill set to build an entire open world map, which by the way is something they claimed that they did months ago. They said that they had entire sprawling open world. They even showed a rendering of their map and what it would look like from a top-down view. None of this stuff exists. None of this stuff is real. None of this stuff is there. And ripping one interior from a website is not the same as building and designing an entire map. And they won't even be able to download and rip an entire map off the internet because they don't have the skill set to tie it all together. Now, the most interesting thing for me is if you actually want to check this out, you don't need to download Paradise. You can literally go onto Unreal Engine, install each of these asset packs, and just use the switches to switch between all of them. And if you want the AI NPCs, you can literally just use a plugin to get the AI NPCs into the game engine. This stuff isn't technologically advanced, it's not revolutionary, it's not a good game, it's nothing like their trailer, it's nothing like their gameplay trailers, and of course, it's nothing like all of the things that they've been claiming. Now, I'm still seeing the people defending Paradise saying, well, oh, you know, it's just a demo, but it wasn't a demo until they were called out for the fact that what they were claiming wasn't possible. Now they've decided to call it a demo to soften the blow. I don't know how many times that I need to say this, but a company that claims to be working with big celebrities and the actual management for these celebrities has to make a statement and confirm it is not true, and yet people still blindly trust them. When people were live streaming this earlier, I joined a couple of chats to ask people what they think, and the biggest thing that I saw more than anything was unreal amounts of cope. People saying that, oh, well, when they release the proper version tomorrow, it will be good, it will be this, it will be that. But everything we saw in their gameplay trailers was the same thing. It was just asset packs. They download the asset pack, they put a fence or a wall around the edge of it so you can't leave the asset pack, and boom, they call it a game. Now, I know I keep saying how easy it is to do this, but the only reason people don't do this is because it's just shit. No one wants to play this. There is nothing to play. There is no objective. There's no world building, missions, relationships, pets, animals, empires. All of the stuff that they've been saying since trailer 1 isn't in the game, and it won't be in the game because all they're trying to do is bolster up the value of their cryptocurrency. So hopefully this further drives home the fact that whatever they do tomorrow isn't going to be leaps and bounds ahead of this demo. If this demo is the best thing they can release as a demo, why did they drop it today rather than tomorrow? And the truth is, this is what they were planning on releasing tomorrow. They even said it during their Twitter live stream when they were talking about it. And then since that, they then went and changed it and said that they're going to make some changes for tomorrow. I'm not sure how many people need to keep falling for this. There's people out there that blindly defend this to the point that I get tagged in literally hundreds of posts a day. To be honest, a lot of that's just one absolute fucking lunatic. But I get tagged in hundreds of posts a day, people defending Paradise saying, oh, give it a chance. Give it a chance. You don't know nothing. And it's just like, shut up. Just to be clear, they claimed that they were partnered with Ninja, Loserfruit and Lachlan, amongst Pokemon and many more. But since then, a few of their managers have come out and said that's not true. They claimed that the game would be open world. We can see that is not true. They claim that you'll be able to build and construct and manage your own empire. We can see that that's not true. If we combine this with the over 3 hours of content that I've produced on them, diving into all of their business specifics that show that they are indeed not to be trusted, we'll end up with a picture that shows that on every single turn, on every single occasion, they've lied about this game. And now we're starting to see some of that come to light. To be clear, there is nothing wrong with using asset packs, but they've been pushing this whole narrative that they've been working on this game for years and it's a big AAA game designed to compete with Grand Theft Auto. By the way, their words, not mine. But creators, for example, 12th Hour, he just tried to, for a bit of fun and a bit of an experiment, tried to recreate their trailer and did half of it in about 2 days. everything we're seeing here is the culmination of maybe 6 hours, 2 to 6 hours of work. Games that compete in the market of Grand Theft Auto have hundreds of millions of dollars going into it. At best, just to the cost of the assets and paying someone to put this together, they've maybe spent $2,000, maybe $2,500, somewhere around that mark. So far, we've seen that they've lied about pretty much everything they're doing. Why all of a sudden should any of us give them the benefit of the doubt? So yeah, hopefully that settles the debate. This game is nothing like they said it was going to be. Hopefully you can all see that. So thank you so much for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, please like and subscribe. Yeah. Hopefully I don't have to make another one.
Beginnings on the cusp, not too old to adjust. Old dog, new tricks. Remember I was just a pup, something dirty in my cup. Clean soul, good karma is a must. Still my shooter in the cut. I was stuck inside a rut. Played the game, made bank, move G, anything to get a buck. You won't find me in the club. I'm in the lab.